While we are fighting for slightly larger batteries on phones like the Galaxy S25 Ultra, the phone I have right here has an insane 33,000 mAh battery. You heard me right. This phone's battery capacity is almost 7 times larger than that of conventional flagship phones. And it's not without reason. This phone aims to be the ultimate camping companion. It has some other unique features, like a built-in projector, because why not? It has a night vision camera that lets you see in absolute darkness, crazy bright lights, and very loud and nice speakers. Also, you can use the phone as a power bank since it has reverse charging. Basically, it is a device that does it all. If you don't know me, I am Mo, and welcome to Tech Mo. Today, I'm going to run various tests on this device. The device is called the Oukitel WP-100 Titan, and Oukitel sent it to me. As the name suggests, it is rather bulky. Even though I can use it one-handed if I have to, it is probably better to hold it with both hands. The phone is IP69 rated, meaning it can withstand water jets, and it is also rugged. The phone is rated as 1.5 meter shockproof, but I'm not going to test that, not because I'm worried the phone will break, but rather because I'm worried about the floor. The back of the phone has an NFC reader. The yellow part is the light, which I'll show you later. There are 3 cameras on the camera housing: the main camera, the macro, and the night vision. On the right side, there is a power button that also works as a fingerprint scanner, and I've had no issues with it over the past few days. On the left side, there's a SIM card tray that you can open without an external tool. There are also volume up and volume down buttons, as well as 2 function keys that you can assign to different functions. You can simply go to the setting and assign any function you want to those 2 keys. I set them to projector focusing, which helps you focus on the screen when projecting something. On the bottom of the phone, there is a USB-C charger. As I mentioned, this also works for reverse charging, meaning you can charge other devices at 18 watts. And of course, the best part of the device is the 100 Lumen built-in projector, which is neat and unexpected on a phone. There's a projector widget on the main screen that you can simply press to start the projector. It starts within seconds, and 100 lumens is bright enough to be visible even outdoors during daylight. The projector adjusts itself to the wall based on the angle at which you hold the phone, so you don't need to worry about framing. You can project onto any surface. I personally use an empty wall on my flat. You can also use the function keys assigned for projector focus to adjust the focus so the video is not blurry. The colors are nice and it definitely does the job. In real life, it doesn't flicker. The flickering is due to how I'm shooting the video and the shutter speed of my camera. The projector fan makes a low white noise sound when running for an extended period, which is natural considering it needs active cooling. I'm going to test the battery consumption and thermals of the projector in a minute. But overall, the projector is nice and handy for watching a movie at home or outdoors when you want to. Also, you can use it to share your screen with your friends to show pictures, or at work, especially if you are a teacher. Battery life is another selling point of the device. Since this one is designed for multimedia consumption, it is important to have enough battery life so you don't have to worry when camping or in situations where you don't have access to a power outlet. The battery is rated at 33,000 mAh, which is larger than 6 Galaxy S25 Ultra batteries combined. To test the battery life, I put a SIM card in the phone and played YouTube videos for around an hour. During that time, the phone used only 3% of its battery, which means you can pretty much watch YouTube videos for a day and a half at max brightness, if not more. You're probably wondering how hot the phone gets if you turn on the projector. I played YouTube videos again while the projector was on for around an hour. By the end of the test, the phone had used 6% of its battery, meaning you could watch around 14 to 15 hours of movies on the projector non-stop. In this test, I turned off the speaker, so the battery life may be slightly lower depending on how loud the speakers are. Also, in terms of temperature, the maximum temperature of the phone got to 37 degrees Celsius, which is below the 40 degrees Celsius threshold, which can consider a phone hot. The fan did a decent job of keeping the projector in check. Before going out to test the night vision and the lamp, I ran a couple of benchmarks. The first benchmark that I ran was Geekbench. Geekbench is a benchmark that measures the CPU of the phones and runs certain tasks that measures performance of the phone. The phone is running MediaTek Dimensity 7300. The phone got a 993 on single core and 3170 on multi-core. It is on par with performance of mid-range phones like Galaxy A55. I actually use A55 daily for my work, and it definitely does the job. I even got one for my mom. For the second test, I ran Wildlife Extreme. This is a test that checks the performance of the graphic unit of the phone. I only run one loop. In this loop, the phone got 870 overall score. Benchmarks aside, the phone runs very smooth and does not lag. It is running Android 14. Also, the good thing about not having a crazy high performance chipset is that the phone does not get hot like flagship phones. As I mentioned, the phone has 3 cameras on the back, one 200 megapixel main camera, one macro, and one night vision camera. The camera is not the main point of this phone, but it does the job. The pictures are rather contrasty. There is an HDR mode that can boost your dynamic range too. If you want a higher pixel count or punch into the subject, you can also use the 200 megapixel mode on the camera. The selfie camera is also serviceable, and this is how I look like on it. Now I'm shooting with the selfie camera. I'm shooting in HD, 30 frames per second. There's also an option to turn on and off the auto frame. It means like the number of the frames that you have per second is stable. Right now it is 30 frames per second. Some phones that are on the budget side usually don't have that option, and they just have the variable frame rate, and that would make it difficult to then import them into Adobe Premiere. Also, let's check the microphone and see how do I sound like. I think there's a beauty filter on, but I couldn't turn it off or I couldn't find it. But yeah, that's how it looks like. You can shoot 4K on the main camera, and the video that comes out of it is contrasty, but at the same time, it is sharp and has a good vividness and colors on it. Instead of a telephoto camera, you have something else. You have a night vision camera. The night vision camera is similar to those night vision goggles that you see in the movies. It basically allows you to see in complete darkness. This is extremely useful if you're outside and maybe you want to look for an animal or simply navigate your way through a jungle. And since you have a massive battery, you don't need to worry about the battery drain. There's also a normal flashlight that you can use to illuminate your area. In addition, there is a 1200 lumen light that would brighten everything in complete darkness. As you can see here, you can also choose to have half a light or a quarter of the light if you want to have less brightness. This can be a very useful feature if you're in the wild or you simply want to take a look at the basement or when the lights are out for whatever reason. Let me know in the comments which feature was your favorite one so far. As I said, the phone is running Android 14. It is super smooth and it has a rather stock Android. Also, the app drawer looks quite neat, and the apps are next to each other, as you can see here, like in any Android phone that is running stock Android. It also, of course, has all Google Play services if you want, and you don't need to worry about it. For example, you have access to Google Play, YouTube, Gmail, and all of that. If you swipe from the right side, you will go to the quick setting, and if you swipe from the left side, you will go to the notification center, similar to the new One UI 7 and also iOS. There are also some tools that you can use to have different things that you want to be taken care of. For example, you have a pedometer to take count of your steps. You have also other things like a compass. You have also a sound meter and other tools that maybe are handful if you want to use them for different measurements. In general, the experience is quite clean. The Android is not super crowded like what you get, for example, on One UI 7. It is a very, very clean Android experience. There is no bloatware and there is no surprises out there. Regarding speakers, as I mentioned, they are loud. You can also use the phone for playing music. It is more comparable to a portable speaker than a typical smartphone, and the larger size definitely helps. Let's hear the speaker's quality. If you enjoyed this video and want to see the review of another exotic phone with great speaker and thermal camera, watch this video next. Thanks for tuning into TechMo, and I will see you in the next one.